Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Dungeon Nytes, you amazing human beings, our weekly dose of D&D from us to you. This week, we once again have a cataract out. That catty cataract. He is doing the family thing because it's around Thanksgiving. Feasting, spending time with loved ones, it's all important stuffs. But that does mean that we postpone temporarily our return to Phandalin in favor of going to THEROS. Because who doesn't love to go to THEROS? Last time we were in THEROS, we started following 4 new adventurers. They were on their way to visit the Immortals, which is a heroes guild on the Dakra Isles, kind of hidden away from the rest of society. Probably the most elite guild in all of THEROS. People venture from near and far to try and join its ranks only to meet ill ends or immortality in the stars when they do. Our group sailed across the sea, fought off pirates, and then fought off a kraken. It was intense, but having survived, they make it to the shores of the Dakra Isle. Their caretaker at the time, Master Emmaus, a Triton, master of tides, and legendary hero, had left them on the shore. And it was there where we pick up today. You guys make your way off the boat as you dock. Looking around, you see that it's very bland scenery around you. There's just lots of rocks. You can see that there's some kind of large hills or mountains in the distance. Everything looks blackish stone, sandy, uninhabitable. They're supposed to be in a heroes guild of world renowned here. Master Emmaus said that you would have someone coming to wait for you, but right now you see no one around you.
I
want to fly up a good 40 feet and look around, see what I can see.
Did you take off? Floof, floof. That's your flying sound. Floof, floof.
Floof, floof.
Floof, floof. As you floof, floof around, you look and all you see is this just isle of dark rock. There seems to be in the distance some type of stream, so you know that there's some kind of natural waterway going on. But from what you can see, it's very bleak.
Land. Oh, so much for a welcoming party.
So, I don't think this is the thing for me.
Checking it out already.
Okay.
Thought I was the bird here.
I mean, I got better things to do, and I don't know. It's so hot here, like my socks are wet, and I don't like it.
You gonna swim back?
No,
I doubt you can take that boat.
I'm just gonna leave.
And go where?
Away?
You confuse me.
That's fine. Anyways, I just wanted to say, I guess, thank you, but fuck you for shooting me in the face. And yeah. And bye.
Eric, as you say this, you conjure up a portal next to you. The rest of you feel kind of static electricity build up around you, almost like the air becomes alive. And as you see the swirling gate begin to open to Eric's right side, he waits for it to get an appropriate size from his head to toe and steps
I'm the
through.
tallest man here.
And he steps through. And with a... he's gone.
Oh, thank the fucking gods.
I wonder what ruffled his feathers.
A moment later,
Obviously.
though, you hear... and above you, about a good 8 feet off the ground, a similar looking portal manifests itself horizontally in the sky, right above where Eric was standing.
What'd you do? Decide to come back?
And it just sits there.
Can I make some sort of arcana check what that might be?
Sure.
Gonna have to roll for that.
Roll.
I'm just gonna ready my bow because weirdness.
17.
You recognize this as an artificer. You recognize this as some type of a magic portal. You don't know the origin, but you are familiar. You've seen these things. Like what Eric just did was a little beyond your understanding of where he went, but you're not completely out of, you're familiar enough with it.
Well, that's just fucking great. What is that?
I have no idea.
I mean, it's a portal, but anything gonna come out of it?
Were you supposed to go in it?
No.
You're supposed to meet someone somewhere.
It looks the exact same as what he did.
You start to feel the portal begin to pulsate. And around the outer edges, you can see just kind of like bits of magic kind of irradiate with each pulse. And it almost begins to hurt your ears, like the vibrations are just loud. And those reverberations get louder and louder and louder and more frequent. And the next thing you know, you hear... or... and you see through this portal fall this hunk of metal with a loud crash. Right there on the beach. And the portal is gone.
Put my arcane firearm up to whatever just landed.
Yep. Longbow is at the ready.
Stella doesn't have a gun anymore. She now has an axe.
They just poofed. You have javelins.
She still has them. They're like, it's like on her hip, but
It's hard to explain.
Yesenia, I envision you having kind of kept up this ruse till now. You still have the weapons on you.
mhm.
Whenever you choose to reveal yourself is up to you.
Okay.
So if you want to draw a weapon, that's fine. Still part of your inventory.
So, what does the thing that dropped look like?
Saragon, what do you look like?
So I've got like a metal chest plate, metal plates on my arms, legs, in the spots where it needs to be protected, and it looks like a mixture of like ceramic and wood engraving underneath where the body is. And then he has his eyes glow kind of a soft gold.
I assume I would have knowledge of what a warforged is.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
He
Keep starting.
falls out of the sky. Saragon, what do you do?
Ow.
Oh, great. We have an idiot going through portals and warforged falling from the sky.
What?
What?
He's a warforged.
I stand up.
Hey, who are you?
Where am I?
Wasn't the question.
Okay. You first.
That isn't really how this works.
My name is Saragon.
All right, I'm Pirate Infernus, and you're on this shithole. I don't know what else to call it. We're supposed to be on the Dakra Isles. Not really what we were expecting.
What land is this?
We're in THEROS. Great. Lose one idiot, and now we get one that's defective.
I assure you, I am not defective.
You don't know where you are. Pretty sure that's defective.
I mean, if you had fallen out of a portal in the sky and landed on the ground, would you immediately know where you are? Exactly.
I won't bother telling him I navigate ships for a living. He just puts the firearm away. All right. So now what?
So, what's this island?
Just told you at the Dakra Isles.
Dakra
Are you
Isles, thank you.
sure you're not defective?
Saragon, you look around and you see you're on a beach with these three other people that looked fairly well armed to you. Not your average kind of run-the-mill type humanoid that you would encounter. On the ocean, you can see there's a docked ship with not a whole lot of anything around. It's just kind of... There's a couple people that are on the ship. They don't seem to be getting off. But there's really nothing here. The ship is fairly ornate to you. But obviously from a, time period and place that's probably not your own.
Where to?
Kind of what we're trying to figure out. Sakara, do you want to go ask Omeus where the fuck we're supposed to be going?
Where'd he run off to? Is he still on the boat?
Probably still on the boat.
Emmaus jumped in the water at the end of the last episode and left you to fend for yourselves on the island.
There were still his crew and everything on there, right?
They are, yes.
It's probably another test.
All right, let's go. Pyron just starts walking.
Pyron, as you look around and start walking kind of inland, you notice that there are these really large rock formations kind of in front of you. And as the beach kind of goes from coarse sand or from fine sand to kind of coarse sand into the rock of the land, which is, again, a really coarse, dark soil and rock mixture. Everything is black. It's just like onyx black, very just crystalline, almost alien looking. It's not like any other place on Theros. Very volcanic, although you don't see remnants of any kind of volcano around. That said, there's two paths. There's one that kind of veers off to the left and one that veers to the right.
Looks back. Are you coming?
I think we have a choice.
You flew up there. Anything that you saw, left, right, where to go?
Lots of nothing.
Great.
Pyron, just as you turn around and start walking, you hear... I don't have coconuts, or I'd make the hoof sound even better. But you hear the sound of hoofs coming your way.
Pull out my firearm.
As you do, coming from the right path, you see a centaur. Large, black body, kind of a really dark, kind of gray-brown, huge upper body, huge arms, long, flowing jet black hair with piercing green eyes. Just comes rolling up on the beach.
I'm taking flight.
And he
At the ready?
stops right at the beginning of the path. And just looks at you.
And you are?
Takes a minute, looks up at the car, looks around, and sees Tristiella, aka Yesenia. Looks at Saragon, kind of puzzled for a moment.
Are you the recruits?
I?
Great welcoming party, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry we didn't roll out the red carpet. I see that you don't even need one. Would you like to come down and talk with the rest of us, or did I scare you that badly? Thought you were supposed to be joining the Immortals.
Fight better from up here.
That's true. He's also a good lightning rod from up there.
Ruffle some, shake some singed feathers off of my wings. He has a point.
I have a point.
I'll lend.
He is going to kind of reach behind him, and he's going to just chuck a javelin up at you.
It's a shitty thing to do.
He's proven a point.
You rolling to hit, or am I just dodging that?
I'm gonna make you do a dex save.
Okay. Just a straight deck save or acrobatics?
Yeah, just a straight dex save.
All right. He didn't hit.
There it is. There you go. You're able to swiftly see the javelin coming and kind of move to the side.
Well, you certainly dodge better from up there, but we'll still be seeing if it's better for you to fight. Seriously, get down here. If you guys want to go and join the guild, follow me.
And he turns around and starts walking.
I'll land.
Anybody want to roll a history check to see if you know who this is?
Sure. I'm not really proficient in history, but I can.
I mean, again, you guys are of the world of Theros. You're trying to join the Immortals Guild. You're familiar with some of the heroes,
Yeah, that is a.
but not you.
That's a 7.
Yeah,
I
I'll
don't know who
try.
this random centaur is.
What's your modifier, Sakar?
Yeah, that's a flat 8.
So I'm more of a when from Theros, I guess we could say, and not a
Go back to normal
Where?
whenever you're talking in normal, as opposed to Saragon, so we know which is which.
So I would say that I'm more of a when from Theros as opposed to a where.
Okay.
So I guess I could roll history. I'm proficient in history checks, so
Sure. Go for it.
it's a 17.
Okay. Cause, you want to roll it all?
The 13.
So, Cause, you don't immediately recognize who this is, but somewhere in the back of your mind, you remember hearing about a great centaur. And there are many centaurs in history, but there's only one that had a very storied history, and you remember the kind of coloring from the tales, and you think that this might be Polonius, and that's all you would remember. It's just from brief stories. There's a famous centaur named Polonius. And Saragon, you having kind of understood history and kind of having that tucked away in the memory banks, you would know after he threw that javelin and you had time to kind of process the look, the feel, everything of the centaur, you kind of put it together that maybe you were in a different time than where you just came from. And if this is who you think it is, this is Polonius, the great centaur that in history single-handedly defeated an entire army of Hades and held them back for an entire 10-day by himself until help was able to come and close the gates of hell and keep back an undead army.
I'm gonna follow that guy.
And the plan. And while we're walking, Pyron is just going to like subtly like inspect Saragon. More of like a mechanical aspect.
Is
Is my 14 passive perception gonna notice him?
I mean, would it be stealth or sleight of hand? Like, I can roll for
I
it
mean,
if
it's
you
an
want.
insight check, really.
My passive insight's 17. Oh, he's making one on me.
Yeah, he's making one on you. He's just
What am I
trying to
rolling?
look at you. Yeah, you're just
Yeah.
trying to look at him and get a feel for what he, like, kind of feel for maybe more mechanics of what he can do.
It's subtle, but I'm not like staring.
Right. So what'd you get? Sorry, I didn't see the roll.
Oh, what am I rolling?
Insight.
I'm rolling insight. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. Cool. It is so an 8 minus 1 is 7. Yeah, I know. I saw it too.
That's so close. What do you want to know?
Just how Saragon's like how's put together works. Like, haven't really seen many Warforged. Just know about them.
Okay. So created by an artificer. Specifically to become a forge cleric. because that's what was needed at the time during the war.
Okay.
He.
I rolled a
you
7.
wouldn't
You don't have to give me much.
Yeah, that's. You could tell that he's created by an artificer.
His passive insight is like 9, so he's not insightful at all. All right, cool. Okay, my officer.
As you kind of start to walk behind this centaur, of which at least one of you knows who this is, and kind of is a silent journey for a while. You probably walk for a good hour in silence. He says nothing, just literally trots along, kind of maybe giving you directions to keep up, kind of nagging you a little bit. But as you walk, you eventually get to this stream, Sakar, that you saw earlier, and begin to follow it.
Stay close and walk on the left side of the stream. That's all. Let's keep going.
And he's going to kind of look over his shoulder.
Talkative bunch, aren't you? Jeez.
Just keeps going.
Just walks on the left side of the stream.
Yep.
I find no good use in more words than are needed.
Oh, well, then I'll probably like you, because you'll be the least annoying one. At least as long as you're alive.
I haven't died yet.
Yet. And hopefully you won't. You'll become an immortal. I don't know how you got here, but you seem a little lost.
That is a fair assessment.
He kind of fell out of the sky. We just arrived on boat.
Well, the three of you I was expecting. Last one, our manifest didn't say anything about a metal man.
Yeah, fell out of the sky, like an hour ago.
Definitely an upgrade from what we had.
An upgrade, you say? Well, we'll see what it takes for you to become an immortal metal man.
I already don't eat or drink.
Immortality has less to do with staying alive than living forever.
Well said.
All right, come on. We're getting close to the fun part.
You carry on for another probably 30 minutes up the stream, and as you do, you can see kind of why he told you to stay on the left side. The right side of the stream, the pathway begins to diverge, and the stream gets wider and wider and wider until it's probably a good 100 feet across. And you can see that the speed of the stream has considerably picked up at this point. Up ahead, another 50 feet or so, you kind of see a cutout in the rock. A pitch black opening. Next to it is a seal. The seal has kind of a gold circle, and inside is a series of stars that make up a constellation of a warrior holding a spear, ready to throw it. As you make your way Polonius kind of stops and kind of backs himself up.
All right. You've been tested once already. I heard from Emmaus that you had to take on a Kraken, and you guys did all right. If you did that, this should be a cakewalk. Are you
I wish I
ready?
had been there for that.
Oh, don't you? Don't worry. There's plenty of fun things up ahead, I promise.
Yay.
Now,
Are you
I'm
worried
into
about resting?
resting. Oh, I'm sorry. Are your feathers tired?
No, wouldn't Saragon be worried about resting?
Oh,
Rust,
rusting.
like rust.
Rust.
He's made of like porcelain and wood. I mean, he'd be more apt to dry rot than anything.
Looks metal to me.
He's looks like he's crafted by an artificer. He's not gonna rot or anything unless it's a very long time. He looks well made.
Do I look like I'm worried about rust to you?
I don't know what you are.
I just told you like an hour ago.
Fine.
While they're doing that, there's the water's right next to us, right?
Yep.
Can I walk like maybe like 10 feet across the water and look and see kind of like what the water inside of it looks like? I can walk on top of water, so kind of just like walk across like 10, 15 feet.
Sure. You just want to like look down?
Yeah, just to see like is like the sand like a black sand or like what's.
Yeah, as you walk across the water, you see one that the current itself is moving quite quickly in this area. There's a definitely a loud rush, you know, a as you're continuing to walk. It's making you elevate your speech just a little bit to make sure everybody is heard correctly. And as you look down, you see kind of serpent-like movements of creatures below the surface, but it's really hard to discern because the bottom is pure black.
So it's like black sand
Mhm.
or something. Is it like sand or is it like the same like glassy crystalline rocks below it?
No, it's sand.
It's black sand. Okay.
Yeah. As you're kind of getting closer to the shore before you hit the river, you can see the transition of the land to the dark sand going into the river.
Just kind of walk back. Oh, it's an interesting place. It's also probably the first time anyone in the party just saw me just walk across water like Jesus.
Yeah, that's a neat trick.
I'm not surprised.
I'm gonna follow him towards the water, and being intrigued by the water itself, I'm gonna walk into it.
I wouldn't get too close if I were you, but, I mean, hey. You do you.
And
Let's
he's
see.
just
How,
watching
how much do you
curiously.
weigh, Saragon?
300 pounds.
300 pounds.
Hefty.
Okay. So at that point, you're going to kind of step in to the water. How deep do you want to go?
Well, he doesn't breathe. So how courageous does he feel like being today?
It's a question for you, sir.
I haven't seen water like this in forever.
And he'll touch it with his hands. Kind of let it like lift his hands out of the water and let it fall like out of his hands and out of his fingers. And then stand up and take a couple of steps into the water, just his feet. And just stand there for a minute. Kind of observing the current.
This current is quick.
Oh, you're lucky you're pretty heavy, or else it would sweep you away. It's one of the stronger, more dangerous parts of the current. But, I mean, hey, take your time. I'm not trying to get to the guild or anything.
Oh yeah, the seal.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't apologize. I'm here to escort you anyway. Meanwhile, are you ready to press on?
Starts walking up to the seal.
Yes.
All right, gather round. I have some very important instructions for you. One, none of you has managed to even ask for my name at this point, but I am Polonius. Yes, that Polonius. I once faced an entire army of undead. By myself. Or at least that's what the story said. Master Maeus might have told you stories aren't always what they seem. Teamwork is important. Immortality may make you live forever, but again, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're alive to get there. This cave is a cave that's going to test you. Until you best it, it will do interesting things, something different to everyone. But the most important thing is that you remain aware of yourself and your companions. For to get to the other side will be a journey of your soul, and ultimately test to see if you're worthy of becoming immortal. Now, who amongst you has vision of the night?
Nope.
Anyone?
I'm seriously the only person that can see in the dark here.
Well, I just want to let you know a little something, because this is a freebie. Don't get freaked out, but it's not going to work. When you go in that tunnel, it's pure black. And it's going to stay pure black until you exit. Just walk straight and keep in touch with each other. That's all I can give you. Good luck, and hopefully I'll see you on the other side. If not, well, it was nice knowing you for, yep, see ya.
And he starts trotting straight into the blackness. And it's weird because you would think that, like, going into a cave, a normal cave, that you would kind of see someone fade into the distance and kind of see their body kind of fade out. But it's almost like he stepped into a portal of darkness. Literally, as soon as he hits that entrance and his body passes through, it's gone. It's just a wall of black.
The one time I wish I was a warlock in one of your campaigns.
Also, I don't think I have daylight.
What?
Daylight.
No, I mean, I can produce flames and such, but getting the feeling that not gonna work. Alright.
Shall we?
Just have to walk straight. That's it. And apparently it's gonna be trippy. I'm not sure what kind of trippy, like you haven't slept for a while trippy, or you snore some spice kind of trippy.
Do any of you else have rope also?
I mean, I'm a sailor and a pirate. Yeah, I've got rope.
Adventure doesn't have rope.
Did
I get
we
your-
not say stay in touch with each other?
Yeah, we can tie rope around each other. Not a bad idea. I'll pull out some hempen rope and just start tying it around my waist. I do a pretty secure knot. I'm pretty familiar with them, and all right, who's next?
I don't like being tied
Perhaps.
down, but sure.
I will be in the front.
Be my guest.
Yes, I'll go in front of Sakar.
I'll be second. That's fine.
tie some rope around my waist and make sure that mine's affixed to Pyrans, and then perhaps we'll observe and make sure that everybody's are all kind of tied properly. And
I'll make sure they're all tied properly. I got it.
Thank you for your assistance.
Yeah. All right. Yep, just was tied around all our waists in a little hempen train.
Just met this thing and we're letting it go first.
All we have to do is walk straight.
Fair.
Would you rather I go first?
I would like the opportunity to prove my worth.
Yeah, I mean, worst case, I just cut the rope. It's not that big of a deal. All right.
Lead the way, I guess.
We've probably got like it's like 50 foot of rope. Probably have like a good 10 feet of slack between each other.
ish.
Give or that, like 5-ish, 5 to 10, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Yep.
You walk in
I
the
will-
darkness, one after the other. And again, it's like a curtain. As soon as you walk through, you just kind of see the darkness absorb everything around what you do as you enter.
I produce flame. Anything?
Nothing.
Is the spell active or is it just
Oh, you can feel the spell active. You can't see it.
no light?
You literally can't see anything. You can't see your own hands, bodies, rope, anything.
I just mutter in primordial. This is some bullshit.
What?
Yes, it is.
The primordial?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
What?
Just keep walking.
Okay.
You walk. And as you do, I need each one of you to make a constitution save for me.
Yes. One of the 2 things I can do well.
Outburst.
Real quick, is this a poison?
Mm-mm.
Okay, because I have resistance and I have advantage if it is a poison.
It is not a poison.
That's a 17.
Okay.
And plus 7 to con saves.
6.
13.
What's that flash of genius thing do again?
6.
Oh, I can't even use flash of genius in here. I have to see them.
So
I'm blind.
We had a 13, a 6. What was yours, Sakar?
6.
6, and then
17.
17. Okay. So collectively, as you're walking into the darkness, you all feel the darkness kind of press in on you very intrusively. It's almost like something is wrapped around you at all times. You can still breathe. You don't feel like anything is inhibiting those functions, but you feel like something's trying to get inside your body. As a group, thus far, it has not been able to get in. As you keep walking, you start to hear whispers of things. Very subtle. Go back to the weights.
I think the trippiness is starting.
Just ignore it. Keep walking.
I will continue forward.
And I need you guys to make another con save.
Da, 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 da.
The 14 for Sakar.
Okay.
14.
So
I got 18
Okay.
plus 6.
Byron,
14.
Zaragon.
also 14.
You guys continue to feel this more intrusive kind of pushing and prodding. It's almost like an intense pressure that kind of moves. It's almost crawling on your skin and on your bodies. Just kind of like you have a bunch of things just constantly going like this all around you at the same time. You start to feel it more on your face, between your feathers, Sakar, like it's going against your kind of plumage and trying to reach up into your wings. Saragon, you feel kind of things testing all the boundaries and nooks and crannies of your body. Yesenia, you feel this like almost trying to get in everywhere that's open.
I would like to take out one of just like, it's just like a simple metal orb. There's nothing special about it. I'd like to just activate it, and it just creates the sound of waves crashing on a beach.
Okay. Very nice.
Does it make sound in here?
Yes, it makes sound.
Cool. It
You
just,
all begin to hear the sound of waves.
don't worry, that's me.
Gonna feeling like things are crawling on me. I'm gonna spread out my wings and shake them.
As you spread out your
Probably
wings,
not gonna do anything.
No, as you spread out your wings, you actually feel even more like things are grabbing. Like the further you extend away, the more it feels like it's touching you and has more surface area to get all in and onto you. It is extremely uncomfortable.
I'm pulling them back and holding them as close to me as possible.
Slide the orb in my
Not a fan
pocket.
of this place.
As you continue to walk and continue to feel these very eerie feelings, you begin to notice that on top of the sounds of waves, you begin to hear little kind of little splashes when you guys are taking footsteps like you're walking in water. And all at once, the oppressive kind of motion and feeling leaves you. And instead is left this very kind of comforting feeling. You begin to feel kind of warmth and calm kind of set over you. Your body's able to relax after having been very much assaulted and violated by whatever the darkness holds. For you can't even think about how long, because it feels like you've just been walking and walking and walking. You begin to feel like you're kind of almost euphoric in a way. And you begin to hear whispers once again. Don't go. Stay. You're safe here. Don't go out there. It's dangerous.
Yeah, no, fuck you, creepy voices.
We'll take care of you in here.
I'm gonna turn and loose an arrow into the darkness.
As you do, you need to make me a con save before you do either of those things.
All of us.
Yep.
Everyone again?
Mm-hmm.
16 for Sakar.
That's a bad roll.
14.
Okay.
11. I rolled a 4.
Saragon?
19.
So, give me all those again. So 19,
16.
16.
14.
11.
So, Yesenia and Pyron, you both feel yourselves kind of coming under this state of kind of happiness and calm. Your kind of state of relaxation has reached almost a trance-like state at this point. And both of you stop walking.
Okay.
Saragon, you feel the rope tighten as you continue to try and move forward. And Pyron, you pull back against it like you're resisting.
Standing in the middle.
Yep. I'm right in front of you.
And Saragon, you feel the rope, or not Saragon, Sikar, you feel the rope, which was a little bit slack before, as you were walking kind of all at the same relative pace. You had been kind of trying to figure out with your body kind of what kind of pace to go, right, as you all were going to maintain this kind of boundary. But all of a sudden, that rope begins to feel like it is not moving anymore. And eventually you get to a point where you're kind of pulled behind you.
Wasn't I last?
You were.
Do I have like any sense of like control or movement whatsoever, or am I just like out?
You are kind of in a happy place. You're thinking about things that make you happy. The sound of the waves that you have going is really putting you in this kind of comforting place. In Yesenia, the same for you. Like those sounds of waves, the kind of splish splash is kind of taking you into almost an aquatic state where you feel happy and safe and calm, like you don't want to leave.
No brash quips, Pyron? Been quiet for longer than usual.
I assume I don't hear that.
You hear it.
Oh.
You just don't care.
Do I need to drag you all out?
Things definitely going on here. Gonna follow the rope to who's ever next in line. I think it is Pyron.
No, it's
It
just
went.
you.
It went Saragon, Pyron,
Okay.
Yesenia, and you.
Yeah, I'm in front of you.
Okay.
And she's just kind of.
She's gonna reach out and touch whoever's there.
Yesenia, when you feel this touch, you feel like it's like the touch of someone that you know and that you care about. It's like either a parent or a family member. You just kind of, you're not startled by it. You almost expect it, like you're just waiting for it. And you kind of, lovingly put your hand on top.
You're a Triton, right? You have scales.
Yeah.
So I'd be able to tell it was her.
Not scales per se, but yeah.
Not really. I mean, like, she doesn't have scales on her hands. They do have some scales, I believe.
Not like on the hand though.
Fish lady. Not sure why I'm doing this. It's not like you can see me.
I'm not a fish.
Fair enough.
Pyron and Yesenia, you both are in, again, this happiest of place. But you begin to feel your feet. Your feet feel like they're sinking into the ground, but you're not descending. And I need you both to make an additional con save for me.
I mean, if it's water, I can't sink, but luckily it's ground. I always roll bad. That's a 9.
23.
Weren't we standing in water? Didn't he say?
He did. I'm not sure if,
So
if
you-
we're standing in water or not. I actually can't physically sink in the water.
So Yesenia, you kind of in this comfort are able to hear what it sounds like a distant voice of Sakar calling to you. You hear that, hey fish lady, you okay? And you're able to respond to it. And you kind of become aware. You're like, huh?
Why are we standing still?
Tell me.
Yesenia, you go to move your feet, and you can't move. And you realize that both your feet are stuck in something.
Well, it can't move. He like tries to move her feet a little bit, like not that he can see.
Yesenia, as you pull against whatever is keeping your feet, you begin to realize that whatever you pull against it feels like something is resisting and pulling back and seems to be moving up your legs.
Anyone else stuck? I'm stuck. And it's crawling. Gotta leg it. Can we go?
I am not stuck. Is it magical?
It's whatever this place is.
I assume I'm still in La La Land.
Pyron is still in La La Land.
Hope you're not heavy. I'm gonna wrap my arms around Yesenia, or Trisgella, because that's who I still think she is,
Mm-hmm.
and try to take off and pull her up.
As you try and pull up, I need you to make a strength check for me.
Horrible at those.
I've better her than me. Freaking Pyron's like 200 pounds.
17.
So you pull hard against this.
Flapping.
And Yesenia, as he's pulling on you, one, you're like, what the hell? Because he didn't say anything before he did that. He just started trying to yank your body upwards.
Hope you're not heavy. That's all you heard.
And you feel whatever is around your legs now digs in completely around both of your legs as Sakar's pulling on you. And it feels literally like something sharp is kind of like sinking in around both of your legs individually.
The Philippine pulled her.
Yes!
Yes? Okay. Ow! 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 This is like pulling her up.
Sharp pain, like, ah!
I have to let go. Well, that didn't work.
Something
Anybody else
definitely
have any
has you.
ideas?
And Sakar, as you put her back down, Yesenia, you feel these things now getting above your knee.
Can I make some kind of a...
Can I make some kind of an Arcana check to see if this is like a magical in nature?
You don't know what's going on right now. You're hearing Sakar talk and Yesenia talk, but no one's communicated anything out loud about what they're feeling or what's going on. And Pyron's just been quiet the whole time.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
All I know.
Pyron's
is
thinking of the
it
beach.
hurts.
Yesenia, you feel like there's like a sucking force on your legs, and now pain. So it's almost like think of like the kind of feeling of like a Chinese finger trap, right? Like you stick your finger in, and then when you pull it out, like it just like grabs. Now think of that if that finger trap had like some type of sharp like clamp or teeth all the way around, and every time you tried to pull away, it just dug into you deeper.
What is happening?
Not sure. Trishella, don't hurt me for this. And you're gonna feel Sakar get a little handsy trying to feel for where your legs are. And as he figures out the inner leg part, he's gonna pull a short sword and stab in between it.
You're gonna stab in between it?
In between her legs. That's what I was feeling for, so I didn't stab her foot.
Okay. So let's start here, and then we'll hold the action for a second.
Sure.
So Sakar, as you kind of find Tricella's body, right, and you find like her outer body, we're just gonna be kind and say you go down like the outer thigh, right, and you make your way down, and when you get down to the knee part, you feel something organic that's moving. It feels wet. It feels slimy. It feels like it has teeth, almost, and that it appears to be moving slowly up her leg. Something
Try my best to
alive
stab
is
that.
completely around her leg. And you're going to attempt to stab that.
Yep.
All right, roll to hit.
Oof.
I just hear the calm waves. It's nice in here.
That's 9.
It's a 9. You miss. You kind of feel like you've got your hand, you know, you put one hand there and you're trying to like poke at it, and you must have stuck it between her legs because you whiffed big time. Pyron, give me another check.
That I'm proficient in, I cannot roll well. That's a 22.
Pyron, you feel kind of like tugging on your rope as you're standing there. Like Saragon's kind of like trying to pull you forward. And that kind of motion, that kind of continued jarring from that side, and then the yank from behind when Sakar tried to pick up Yesenia, both of those things have kind of like shaken you sufficiently where you're like, oh, I'm not on a beach somewhere happy. And you too start to begin to feel that about a good over your knee on both legs, it has something that is like compressing and making its way up your legs slowly.
Oh, no, we're not doing that. He pulls out the arcane firearm and puts it between his legs and does shocking grasp into the floor.
What does that do?
It's a touch melee spell that just basically emits lightning on touch.
Okay. What's the radius? Or is it just...
It's just touch. It's a touch spell.
Okay,
Never he touched.
Yeah, it's just range area touch.
cool. Is there
So-
a save or anything, or what's the damage?
No, I just have to. I rolled a hit, but if the thing's made out of metal or has any metal components, I get advantage on the roll.
There's no metal on it.
All right, so I just roll normal.
Purely organic.
That's a 12.
It's a 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have plus 8.
Okay, no, that's good. So you just hit.
Do you want me to roll for damage?
Yeah, roll for damage.
All right. So besides my arcane fire, I'm actually getting an additional d8, so that would actually be 3d8 instead of 2d8. That's 17 lightning damage.
So as you kind of reach down and just kind of touch this thing with your firearm on your leg, lightning, the electricity just begins to, you can feel it in the air, right? Like you can't see, but you can still feel. You feel the spell working. You feel the magic kind of leave and flow into whatever this is. And you hear like the slightest like, and then just feel the compression leave your leg and retreat. And it's like you have one leg free.
You guys, anyone else got slimy things?
I do.
All right, we'll hit it.
She's gonna take a javelin and stab down between her feet, I guess.
It's not between your feet, it's literally on your leg.
I'm gonna stab myself in the leg.
You may not have a
took it as
leg
a
left
shot.
if you wait.
Alright, well, she's gonna attempt to... Still with the javelin, I guess. Do I have to roll a disadvantage? 'Cause I can't see?
No, it's fine. You can feel it. It's literally your leg.
Just asking.
He's counteracting the disadvantage from darkness because it's on you.
Oh,
I rolled natural 20.
Let's go. That's what
Nice.
should happen when
Okay.
it's your own body. Let's roll for damage.
What is the damage on javelin? Okay.
Oh.
Five.
Double it.
10.
10. Perfect. So as you kind of take your javelin and you basically just slide it down your leg, as you can feel this thing like all around, and you almost use it like a pry bar in between your leg and whatever this thing is. And as you run it down your thigh and you feel resistance, you just shove really hard and you hear that same kind of like, "Ah!" And this thing just retreats as you hear like just like the sound of viscera happening. And you feel your leg is freed. One of your legs is
One.
free.
I have one leg free too.
Mm-hmm. When we can, I'll do the same thing.
Yeah, I was just...
Both of you can roll to hit
Yeah.
again if you want.
Okay.
Theragon, can you shoot some fire down here by my feet? And as I say that, I just once again shocking grasp the ground.
I walk over in the direction.
I just
I'm gonna
nat
walk.
20'd.
I'm gonna walk over in the direction of Pirate's voice.
Okay.
Okay.
It's 68. One sec.
Let's go.
I have to do a custom one. 6 D8. Oh dear God. 36 lightning damage from a cantrip.
Let's go. So Pyron, you do the same thing and just reach down and kind of touch this thing on your other leg, and same thing, you just feel the electricity just and the lightning just emits in the darkness, and you hear yeah, and the thing just completely retreats from you.
Sorry, Sargon. Got it.
Does anyone else require assistance?
I do. That's all the one.
2 nat 20s, 2 nat 1 makes sense.
Yesenia,
Yay!
as you try to go and hit this thing, you kind of just miss completely, and you hear a tink on the floor. How you miss yourself is uncanny.
trying not to hit yourself.
I will move over to where Yesenia is. Let's see. I will ask.
Where is it?
On my leg.
I am sorry.
and I'll reach down and like feel both of her legs until I feel the thing, and then I'll pull my hand back, and I will cast Guiding Bolt at it
Or guiding bolt.
at first level.
Okay.
Let's roll to hit.
That'll do. Let's go.
And it takes 4d6. It's 10 damage.
That's enough.
10 radiant damage.
So, Sargon, as you kind of like pull along the rope until you get to Pyron, you kind of like put a hand on Pyron and reach down to Pyron's kind of waist around the rope and continue to make your way over to Yesenia. Getting, like you said, kind of positioning your hands to try and find this creature. And as you back up and cast this spell, that's lightning damage on Guiding Bolt, right? Or is it radiant damage?
Radiant.
Radiant damage. You cast this radiant damage. You don't, again, see the light. It's weird, but you can feel the magic kind of conjure into your hand and go in the direction, and you hear that again. As Yesenia, you feel your leg released from these things.
Okay, I'm free. Can we move? Go. Done with this cave.
Yes.
Hey, let's just keep on walking.
I will resume my path.
Maybe a light jog.
He just kind of like puts the hand behind Sargon and pushes him a bit forward.
Which direction do you go?
Yeah, so you go to push me, and then you realize that I weigh 300 pounds.
Nothing happens. I mean, I'm still facing forward, so
Are you
So I just
sure?
walk past you and continue walking at a brisker pace.
as he starts walking, I mean, I can tell that he's still going straight, right?
Can you?
I don't know. I'm proficient in navigation, so I'm not sure. Can I?
As you're walking, you hear a familiar voice.
Welp, guess you guys are still alive. That's good. It's good teamwork. Just keep on walking. You're almost there.
You walk another minute or so, and Saragon, then Pyron, then Yesenia, then Sakaar. You guys all exit the darkness. And as you do, you kind of see around you this kind of familiar black stone cutout. And looking ahead, it's almost like you stepped into a different plane of existence. There's a stone-paved road leading down a path. A few hundred yards in the distance, you see this giant circular structure made completely of onyx. There's columns on the outside. There seems to be an inner kind of ring of structure. And from what you can tell, the center is empty. Just fields as far as you can see, with forest on the outside of the fields, kind of mountains on the outside of that. This little pocket that you've entered looks like paradise. It's brighter. There's a beautiful breeze. It's warmer. Everything that you saw from before, the black rock, the sand, all of that seems different. If the onyx and the pillars didn't match exactly the stone from the island, you would think that you just walked through a portal yourselves. And you see Polonius standing there on the side of the tunnel.
Hey, you survived. I'm so happy that you made it. Because now comes the fun part. I gotta go introduce you to Phil.
Fine. And then it just starts untying the rope from everyone. Like wrapping around his arm, putting it back in his bag.
Thank you.
Do you guys have any trouble in there, or are you make it out easy peasy?
Oh, just, some things trying to eat our legs.
Oh yeah, them hungry worms.
Hmm.
You look okay though.
He looks down. Yesenia, you kind of can look down and see where there were like marks, where these things were like gripping your legs. Pyron, you can do the same.
Are you wounded? Do you need healing?
It didn't hurt us at all, did it?
Did not hurt you at all.
Mm-mm.
No, it's kind of like little bug bites. It's fine.
Yeah, if they're on you for too long, they start to devour other things. But hey, I'm glad you guys made it out. Not everybody does. In fact, a week ago, the worms got a little extra food. Maybe that's why maybe they were a little nicer to you today because they had eaten recently. I don't know. Anyway, that won't happen to you again. Now that you've made it through the tunnel and passed their trial, they will leave you alone the next time. They kind of remember your scent, something like that. I don't know. Phil said something about it. Just don't worry about it. You're done. From now on, you can pass through the portal. It'll take no time at all.
Got it. So, to the garish-looking structure in the middle of this giant field, then.
Welcome to the Immortals Guild of Heroes. This beautiful structure is incredibly old but mastercrafted. You'll notice the brilliant black stonework. On the outer structure is, of course, adorned for beauty. You'll see many statues of famed immortals that are now written in the stars. The innermost, or the outermost circle is full of rooms. There's living quarters, there's meeting rooms, war rooms, many rooms. God, we have a lot of rooms. Anyway, and then the center is where we have all the fun. There's going to be training there. There's going to be feasting there. There's going to be meetings. Speaking of which, let's head down now. Again, you're going to meet some of the rest of the guild members here and go talk to Phil, the leader of the Immortals.
By the way,
You walk down this path and you can feel the breeze moving through your kind of feathers, Sikaar, or hair, or just brushing across your skin. It feels refreshing, almost restorative in a way. By the time you get down to the guild itself, you begin to realize that these columns are probably a good 12 feet tall. And each of them kind of has a small bridge unit, so there's a continuous ring around the top of all these columns, and a few small steps that lead up to the base of each one in this complete circle. Walking into this kind of main entrance, you see a giant seal above. It's the same constellation of a warrior with a spear, which is the guild symbol of the Immortals. You have a straight shot view through to the center from this angle, whereas you can see down hallways left and right that seem to wrap around. You see large kind of white doors adorning these rooms as they go down. And as you continue to follow Polonius straight, you see training areas. There's dummies set up, there's various heroes that are training kind of in that immediate area. It's a very large ring. The second half of the ring, you can see there's some tables set up with, again, more members of the guild. And Polonius kind of weaves his way through. Anyone want to give me either a history check or a perception check to see if you know anybody?
I'll do a perception check.
I'll roll history.
Sure.
I really don't care.
23.
I don't know nobody.
I'm looking around, head on a swivel.
I'm looking
Saragon-
to see if there's like a bar or gambling area.
Saragon, what did you roll?
I'm rolling a history right now. Hold on. 18.
So, Sakara, as you're walking, you turn and you kind of look to your right and you see another centaur. This one kind of like a chestnut color. It's this light brown kind of fur, also kind of light brown skin with brilliant white hair. And he makes Polonius look kind of little. He's jacked. And you immediately recognize this as Magnus, the Great Fist. A hero of old that is unparalleled in strength and has toppled many a foe. Saragon, you see Magnus as well and know of his exploits, but you also look over and see at one of the archery ranges, Helena, a famous huntress of history. You recognize her from kind of a signature look of her bow, this real ornate green and dark oak kind of mixture to it with this bright yellow fletching to her arrows. You also then see Siphocles, who is a famed spellcaster, one that might interest you more than others given the magical nature of his abilities. You see him over there conjuring things in his hands every so often, kind of just chit-chatting with other heroes. And Polonius continues walking and walks you over to a table. Pyron, you look over and you see that at one of these tables, there indeed is some cards being played and some dice at another. But Polonius quickly stops you.
All right. If you're done drinking all of this brilliance in, I gotta introduce you to Phil. Wait here. He should be out soon.
He sits you down at an empty table, kind of at the far end of the courtyard. You wait.
That was splendid.
Yeah, well, they've got gambling and drink here, so not all bad.
I'm just gonna like stay standing where I'm at. The golden glow of my eyes is gonna kind of dim a little bit. I'm just gonna stand there, motionless.
The waves are still crashing. I reach my pocket and I click it, and it turns off.
All right, recruits. Phil's on his way. Be here shortly. Also, don't piss him off, please. We all get enough hell out here without having hell from Phil.
No promises?
No. Trust me. There'll be blanket parties later if you piss off Phil.
I'm not gonna try to. I just generally piss people off.
Noted. Be on your best behavior. Also, don't mention his height.
So you see everyone's kind of hustling, bustling, and working. And all of a sudden you hear this very light little clopping coming from one side. And out walks a 2.5 foot tall, 3 foot wide satyr.
Gonna look at Byron.
I say primordial. What the fuck are you looking at?
Just waiting.
And this satyr keeps walking towards you. Walks up to your table. By the time he gets to the edge of the table, all you can see are his little horns. And he does a jump, a dead jump, right on top of the table. And looks straight into your souls. He's this really squatty. I mean, he's very wide for a satyr. Not very tall. I mean, you know satyrs that are like normal height of a regular humanoid. He's very short.
He's a
You know,
furry beach ball with hooves. and
yeah,
horns.
really is. He's just this little billiard ball. Is real like taut stomach. You know, it's just it's like not even like it's hanging. It's just like this is the shape of Phil. Real short little horns, and Phil just takes a look at you. So this is it. These are the recruits. God, they look like sacks of shit. And what the hell is this one? Looking at you, Saragon.
What?
Yeah, you. What are you?
I am me.
Very descriptive. God, where do we get these people? Thought they wanted to be immortals. Who the hell are the rest of you?
That guy's a warforged. I'm Byron.
I'm Sakar.
Ciela.
He's just going to look at you for a moment. He's going to look up. Yeah, of course you are. Anyway. So, newbies. Tonight, we're going to have a feast in your honor. A time to give thanks for all the immortality the guild has earned over many years. That being said, I'm here to give you your first assignment. There's a big boar. Other side of the island. That's dinner. Go get it. Any questions?
She kind of looks at everyone else.
Talkative bunch.
Polonius kind of said not to talk to you. I kind of just pissed people off.
Polonius. What do you think he's gonna piss me off?
What I was waiting for. Said in primordial. Hope he doesn't
Exactly
know
what she's doing
primordial.
right now. Just hand, forehead.
He's gonna look back at you, Sakar. Don't speak that filthy ass language in here. My goodness. Anyway. Polonius, what did you tell them about me? Bet you told them not to talk about my height, didn't you? Just because I'm a little short in stature? Just because I'm a little wider than I am tall? Is that what you said? Come here, Polonius. So-called taking on the undead army by himself. Mm-hmm. Old Phil was there with you. Uh-huh. Saved your bacon, didn't I? That's what I thought. Nothing, Polonius? Nothing. Huh? Huh? Yeah, chumps.
Perhaps he just didn't notice you.
Oh. Excuse me. Didn't notice me. Uh-huh. Well. Maybe you're right. Maybe he just didn't notice me. But you know what? I noticed you. And he's going to get right up in your face. He's going to walk over to the table. And while he's standing up straight, look you straight in the eye. And he is going to punch you.
Theragon?
Straight in the gut. Yes.
Punching the metal thing. All right.
Smart.
And as he does, Saragon,
What was that hit?
you are going to be decleated and fly through the air about 50 feet to the other end. Well, actually more towards the midpoint of the arena. You're just going to kind of land in the same position that he hit you. Like you're not, it's not like you like went like wailing. He literally just, the force just took your seated position and made you go backwards. And you land in the sand in a sitting position, kind of like with your butt and your legs dragged in the middle of the sand of the pit. What do you think now? You don't think you noticed me?
Nope.
Good for nothing, sonsa.
Well, lean back over the pirate and primordial and say, looks like his temper is as short as he is.
Oh, really?
You don't
Oh, from you
understand that,
too.
right?
They do understand.
Oh, well.
Oh, God.
Come here, bud. It's a car. He's going to come up and grab your beak on your face and
That's
literally
rude.
shove your head through the table and break the table in half. What, you don't think I speak all the languages? You even know how old I am? Sonny boy?
Flat on the ground.
Literally, he's like, as the table broke, he's just like standing there in the middle of this broken table, like hooves extended out, one on each side of the table, still just holding your head on the floor. Just because someone's small doesn't mean they're not strong or have other talents. And he's going to speak to you in primordial. Never talk shit to me again. Are we clear?
Oh. She collects over. Pyron, were we not told to not to piss him off?
Hey, I haven't done anything yet. Also, I kind of like him.
You're just going to see Polonius off in the corner. He's like,
Oh, this is glorious.
That's actually really funny.
and you can see everyone around is just like smiling because they all knew this was coming. Whoever tests Phil gets messed up completely. There's a reason that he is the leader of the Immortals Guild.
I just crouched down next to Sakar and Sam Primordial. Well, you got decks just like when you were on the ship.
And Phil's going to start laughing.
Try to hit him with my wing.
Me?
Yes.
Go for it.
You're going to do it at disadvantage because you're prone
Yeah,
and currently
that's
have your
fair.
beak held on the floor.
Roll, please.
Sandy's just gonna sit in your seat, cross your arms, just watch.
Yeah, it's just an 8. I missed. I was
You just like
flailing at
flail, you flail your feather like, just like flailing it at Pyron. Just, oh, I'm sorry. You want to get up? Here, let me let you up here. And he literally just pulls you by your beak and lifts you up and puts you kind of back in like on a kneeling position because he's not that tall. All right, who's hungry? Anyone? Anyone hungry? Good.
I don't eat.
Well, everyone else is starving. So get your ass out to the field. Go give me that boar.
All right, what's direction? North, east, southwest.
Oh, finally, an intelligent question. Here, hold on. Bird! Where are you? Bird! Ah, there it comes. And you see this eagle come basically from out of nowhere, out of the sky, and come and land right on top of one of Phil's horns. There you are, you bud. Hey, bud. Take them to the boar. We're hungry. Got it. And the bird just kind of like looks down at him. And just kind of like does 2 pecks on his other horn and takes flight. Follow the boy.
Take flight behind the bird.
All right, just start following it.
Look it up and follow.
I guess I'll go.
Happiness meters dropping.
As you all get up and go, you see Phil kind of like jump off into a clearing, and you can hear him laughing and the rest of everyone laugh. You can still hear Polonius's deep bellow.
I just see him hit across the room and bird right through the table.
And just is that as you can see money changing hands because there were clearly bets on who was going to piss off Phil. Like it seems like a fun place to be. Everyone was having a good time at your expense. So you follow this bird. This bird kind of continues in a northern direction. So from when you came, you kind of came out of this cave from south going to north, and you're continuing on to a northern direction. There's fields again all the way around the guild, with forests kind of lining the various mountain ranges on either side to the east and to the west. But to the north, beyond the guild, is a forest. And you follow the bird a little bit into the forest, probably a good 30-40 minutes into the forest, before the bird dives into the forest and waits for you on a branch about, good eye height for one of you normal people. Waits
I'll
for you all to
land
catch
in
up.
front of it. I was flying with it.
Sakar, when you were up in the air, you noticed right after where the bird kind of took a dive, there's kind of a series of hills behind, like almost like little clearings in areas of forest where there's just these little hills. It's very weird though. Like they're nice and green, but they're just kind of like plucked out in random areas around this forest. Just these little rounded green mounds. You didn't see anything else though. And the bird, as you all catch up, just kind of motions back over its shoulder, continuing to tell you north, and it takes flight back to the guild and leaves you there.
All right, let's go on some boar.
Let's. And I would like to start looking around. Well, as we travel that way, I'd like to start looking around for any signs of boar activity.
You kind of make your way around Sakar and give me a roll. Give me a perception check.
Yeah, I'm not seeing much there.
Even with your very
7.
acute eyesight, you're really not sure of what to look for boar. And so you're just kind of looking around, and aside from those clearings that you saw up in the air, there's really not a whole lot of sign of anything around. Anyone else want to roll?
While this is going on, I'm just going to summon an eldritch cannon next to me.
and this brilliant, eldritchy colored cannon manifests itself next to your being.
Yeah, it's small. It's like Phil's height.
Baby cannon.
Well, they're small to tiny, so I made it small.
Nope, still see nothing.
Wait, do I have? This is my favorite terrain, so
Oh, that's right. You're a ranger.
yeah.
You get to roll for tracking purposes with advantage.
Yes, please roll again.
Yeah.
Just re-roll 2 more die. I'll just give you. We'll just re-roll that.
That's a be a 16.
Yeah. So as you look around again, you were like, you realize you were looking in the wrong direction. You were like looking at the bird, and you weren't seeing anything in that way. And you're like, oh, that's right. I got to turn around. So you turn around, and you kind of start looking northward. And as you do, you start to see boar sign. There's marks on a lot of these trees that kind of like scraping motions where you can see that boars like to sharpen tusks on various trees. As you make your way a little bit further in through the forest, there's kind of these hilly areas where it looks like there's kind of rut marks in the ground, kind of a game trail, if you would. There's 3 sets of hooves that you see. 2 that are still fairly good size, but one that is clearly larger.
How long ago did they pass through? Because I know that as well.
Probably about 10 minutes or so. Very recent tracks. They're kind of deep. They look very well defined.
Oh, we're not far away.
Heading northwest.
All right, let's go.
I'll scout ahead. I'm gonna go flying again.
Sakar, as you scout ahead and you fly, give me one more perception check as you're looking down. The rest of you on the ground.
19.
The rest of you on the ground, you're kind of like keeping a little bit behind Sakar, but following his path up in the air. You're kind of looking through the trees, trying to stick with him a little bit. Sakar, just a bit ahead, you see another one of these kind of clearing mounds, and you notice there's a very large, dark brown to black looking creature kind of sitting on top of it.
Gonna dive and get back with the party and let them know what I saw. About how far away from it are we?
You are probably a good 100 yards away. So 300 feet.
100 yards that way.
All right.
You
I'm
three
gonna
don't
make you
look the
guys. Do you guys want to try and
sneaking
approach
type.
stealthily?
You 3 don't look the sneaking type, so
I mean-
assuming we're going in loud.
Up to you. I mean, I can go invisible, but
I think I'm pretty quiet.
I don't think Metal Man here is gonna be able to get close to the thing.
I'm not stealthy.
neither am I.
And
I can just go invisible.
I'm 7 feet tall and 340 pounds. I don't know how to walk quiet.
That's actually really good to know. You stay in front of me. I've got a surprise for you later.
Circle around, try to run it this way.
I mean, if you want to lead it back here, it's just going to come out of the clearing and just get, well, an eldritch cannon shot to the face. Just pat the cannon.
Is that the plan?
Any objections?
Don't even know what boar like to eat.
Assuming I would know that.
I mean, you're the ranger, you might.
I think straight up tells me that I know that, but
You roll a survival check.
yeah. Survive. 21.
So, based on your survival knowledge, you do know that most boar are typically herbivore in nature, though they are extremely territorial. So if they notice something that's not supposed to be there, they're going to go after it.
So maybe not run it this way, because it's probably just going to run towards me.
I mean, you can fly. I don't think boars can fly.
It's fair.
That was that really stupid expression when boars fly, but this isn't the case.
I think we should get closer before we do that, at least. It's 300 feet that way.
All right.
I can fly, but not that fast.
I mean, if you want, you could. I mean, you're pretty safe up here.
Wish me luck.
All right.
And I'm going to start flying towards the boar.
Okay. Are the rest of you going to make your way there on foot?
Yeah, just gonna walk there on foot.
Okay. So as you all kind of continue to approach, when you get within probably about 100 feet on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
you see in front of you about good maybe 10 to 20 feet in front of you is where the clearing starts.
Okay. Well. Doesn't notice us yet?
No.
All right. In preparation.
Like I said,
I went-
these are big kind of clearing areas where they're kind of up on a hill, but you do get your first glimpse of this boar. This boar is huge. Has to weigh multiple tons. Is somewhere in the area of 12 to 15 feet tall. You can see tusks that themselves are anywhere between 3 and 4 feet long in how they kind of wind up and come out of its snout. And the thing has to be 20 feet long. It's a huge creature. Jet black. Hair kind of bristly going down its spine. Hide looks extremely thick. And it seems to be leisurely resting up on this hill, soaking in some midday sun.
Aragon, would you like an upgrade? Aragon, I think your audio source is muted.
Excuse me. It depends on the upgrade.
You're just gonna hit things harder.
I don't hit much, but sure.
I mean, you usually deal with things really close. Trishella, would you prefer it?
What is it?
I can cast a couple of helpful spells. You're just gonna hit harder. It's gonna be great.
Okay.
All right. Well, after I do it, you better start running because it only lasts a minute. And he's going to pull his arcane firearm, point it at Trishella's head, and fire enlarge. And so she doubles in size. Her weight is multiplied by 8, and she's a category size larger. And she does an extra 1d4 extra damage and gets advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. And her weapons also grow to match her new size.
So we're going to flavor this a little bit.
Go for it.
So this is the first time. So as you do this, Pyron, as you do this, you see that as Yesenia grows, her pistols don't grow with her. Only this kind of large axe and other melee weapons seem to start growing with her, which you might find extremely peculiar. But go with. Just an observation.
Are we ready then?
Well, let's get the start. And he just slaps the Eldritch Cannon, fires the Eldritch Cannon, and he shoots at the same time at the boar.
right, so we're gonna roll for initiative. Let's go.
Screw that plan, I guess.
You didn't tell him a plan. You just like, all right, we're here.
I was gonna lure it
Oh, we about to
towards y'all.
That's
That was
all right.
the whole all good.
You hit it. All right, so that is a couple things that need to go down.
Give me them rolls.
Do you have initiative on advantage rolls, Karen?
Okay, do we have
Oh, we
advantage?
do?
Because it's.
I do.
Would you like initiative rolls first, or are we doing damage roll first for like a surprise round?
We're gonna do initiative, and then we'll do the damage from surprise.
Okay, I'll roll for initiative first then.
I got 13 for initiative.
Okay.
9.
20.
23.
20 and
Yeah,
23. Hot damn.
Being Dexy.
I have a -1 to Dex.
No, it's a. Oh, you have +4 to initiative?
I do.
Nice. How?
Alert.
Oh, nice.
All right, as this happens, Sakar, you look down and you see Trishjella grow in size, and you see this eldritch cannon begin to move forward and point right towards this giant, huge, enormous boar. And you see him kind of start to bring down his hand as if he's going to fire. And you realize really quickly it's on. But Saragon, you notice the same thing. And you get the chance to act first.
How far away are we from the creature?
You're 100 feet away.
Okay.
I have a lot of range.
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at it.
Okay.
Nice.
First level. Let's roll the hit. 10 plus 17 to hit.
That will miss.
Since it's a surprise, does he get advantage on anything or no?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So Saragon, you kind of bring your arm up and loose a guiding bolt. It sails over the boar. The boar kind of picks its head up a little bit. Sakar, you see the bolt fly, and it's your turn.
Scar is going to just dive. About how high up am I?
You're probably a good 100 feet above, I would assume. If you want to be lower down, you can be lower down. It's up to you.
Probably wouldn't go that high. 'Cause
Okay.
I only have 50 feet of
I
flying.
mean, you got to be above the trees, so probably at least 25 or 30 feet up.
Yeah, we'll say 30. I'm gonna dive down and attack it with my short swords.
Okay.
First one is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Go ahead and do a second one as well, because extra attack. 18 to hit.
That will not hit.
Not hit. Okay. It's 1d6 plus 4. So it takes 7 damage. Why did it roll twice? Okay. Yeah, take 7 damage, and then I'm going to, as a bonus action, cast Zephyr Strike. and I want to fly back up, and he can't opportunity attack me.
Okay. So as you
So I flew
fly
down
down,
30. I fly back up 20.
that's fine. I see. I kind of envision you as you go down, and you kind of like swing maybe a little prematurely, and then kind of do this kind of sweeping move where you kind of spin in the air, and your second short sword, you kind of reach down and snag kind of right at the apex of its back, and then as you finish that kind of barrel roll, you go back up in the air, and you can't even tell if you made a mark. You definitely felt resistance when you hit, but you were like, you can't. There's no indicator that you did anything other than just get its attention. And it kind of raised its head at you. Didn't even make a sound, really. Just kind of raised its head, and it looks back over from where the bolt came, and gets up and charges 50 feet down this hill. So basically halves the distance between you, and launches a lightning bolt at the biggest thing it can see, which is Yesenia.
Like 14-foot tall trident. Yeah.
So you need to make
We didn't complete
dex
the
save.
surprise round.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yesenia.
Usually we would all
Do your thing.
get
Yep,
one round before.
That's right. Yesenia, go. Before it moves.
She go rage.
Sweet.
She's gonna rush in and attack it with the great axe.
It's still 100 feet away.
It's still 100 feet away.
Oh, it's 100 feet away.
Yeah,
I thought it
because
was
It's still 100
closer.
feet away.
He didn't actually get to charge yet because we're surprise rounding.
Yep, you're still in surprise round.
You can start getting to it.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll move my 40 feet.
Do you have
I
javelins?
love seeing like your muscles just ripple as this 14-foot tall Triton.
And then, yeah, I'll toss the javelin at it.
Come barreling out of the tree line.
Giant. I know they're not mermaids, but
Close to more people.
mer people.
Love
Mer
it.
person. Oh my god, what is with this shit?
Oh.
It's
Extra attack
9.
though.
Yeah, I have an extra attack.
Whip out this javelin as you come roaring out of the tree line and throw.
Nat 20, and you get to double, add 2d4 as well to this roll. Or 1d4 and double it, your choice.
Let's go.
If you're enlarged, you get bonus damage.
Let's go with them nat 20s.
Javelin is 1d6.
Yep.
So that's 2d6.
And then you can do 2d4 on top of that.
Yeah, plus 2d4.
It's 8.
Nice. So 15 plus your modifier.
15 plus 5. So that's 20.
Yo.
Nice.
Let's go.
Hey, you have javelins this time.
So after
Yeah,
after
I
throwing
learned
that
my
first
freaking
javelin,
lesson.
after throwing this first javelin, you kind of get frustrated that you miss and whip out a second one and just absolutely crush this thing. It's a big target. You hit straight into the side. You see how it kind of pierces, and you see this thing kind of like flinch. And the javelin then falls down off of it.
And that's all I got.
What was the total damage on that?
It's 20.
Okay. And then Pyron.
Yep. And the first thing that's going to happen is an Eldritch Cannon is going to fire.
Sweet.
That's an 18.
That'll miss.
Okay. And then the other thing, there's like a glow that emits from his back and outshoots Chaos Bolt as his action.
Okay,
That is a 23.
that'll hit.
All right, so I get to roll an extra damage. Oh god, this is the worst spell to have this ability on. All right, so I'm gonna roll the 2d8 normal for Chaos Bolt and see what it gets, and then we'll do the extra d8 after. So
Okay.
5 and a 6. That means it takes 5 lightning damage.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Choose one of the d8s. I'm a roll and then determine. Okay, so I get to choose one. All right, I'll just two lightning damage is the damage type,
Okay.
and so it's 11 and then plus a 1d6. So 3 more lightning damage. That's 14, and then extra d8. So 18 lightning damage.
Okay. So you fire this chaos bolt, and you see it go, and as it hits the boar, you see the lightning wrap all the way around the boar's hide, and then it almost like it refocuses the lightning into its tusks, and its tusks light up with lightning and begin to glow this brilliant blue electricity, and then that blue floods into its eyes, and its eyes radiate with electricity.
Yeah, he didn't shoot lightning bolt yet because we retconned that, so I don't know that he wasn't. So that's why I did it. Guys, don't shoot lightning at it.
Saragon,
And
you're back up.
that's it.
Or unless Pyron, you got more.
No, that was everything. I found out the hard way not to use lightning.
Saragon, you're up.
Yeah, give me a second. Reading a spell. I will. How far up did you move, Carrie?
40 her movement.
Oh yeah, my cannon goes up 15 feet.
Behind her, so like 30 feet in front of me and Pyron,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Wall of Fire.
Okay.
And it will create a wall of fire on a solid surface, so the ground.
Okay.
And it is 60 feet long, 20 feet high, and a foot thick.
Oh, I actually have to roll one more d8. Sorry.
And it says, so on the far side of the wall, when a creature tries to pass through that side of the wall,
Mm-hmm.
I deal 5d8 damage to them if they fail to save.
Okay.
really
gonna
quickly,
save
I'm
it?
sorry. At the end of my turn, Saragon's still within 30 feet of me, right? At the end of my turn.
I'm standing
Yeah.
right next to you.
Okay, cool. You take 1 force damage.
1. Okay.
Yeah. So
Chaos bolt.
I it's one of my aberrant dragon mark. A random creature within, if I roll an odd number when I use it, takes force damage equal to the number I rolled, which is 1, luckily. But you take 1 force damage.
So yeah, so the far side, so the side that's at Carrie's back. So if they try to pass back through it,
They take 5d8.
or if, yep,
So she's still on the side of the boar, right?
did not mean to click that. Yeah,
Okay.
I clicked a button on accident. You might see a roll show up.
It's fine.
Okay. And then I'm gonna look at Pyron. Ow. And that's my turn.
Okay. Scar.
I'm gonna dive again. And attack it with more short swords. That is a 10 that's not gonna hit and a 24.
That'll hit.
And it'll take 7 more damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go back up and it still can't opportunity attack me.
All right. Boar gets up. You can see that lightning in its eyes. And it's going to redirect that lightning back through its tusks. And you're going to see kind of these 2 points of lightning manifest at the tip of its tusks. And then they're going to touch in the center, and a beam of lightning is going to shoot directly at Yesenia. And you need to make a DC. You need to make a dex save.
Do we need to as well? What's the distance on it?
No, just her. Wow.
That's a 22.
So you made that save, and that's a nat 20. Still nat 20. Still half damage. So you
And
take,
I'm raging.
and you're raging. Also, it's
You're bear totem, aren't you?
Yes.
Quarter damage.
wait. Say what?
She's a totem bear, so she takes a half of a half.
A half of a half.
She takes quarter whatever the damage is dealt.
So it'd be 9 lightning damage.
Nice.
Okay.
And then the boar is going to charge forward 50 feet. And it has a range of 10 feet. So it's going to attempt to attack you twice. So that is going to be, one of those is an 11 and the other one's 19.
One hits.
So it's going to attempt to use its lightning. So it hits you with its tusks straight off and kind of mauls you, and then attempts to try and kick you afterwards. The kick goes wide, but the tusks certainly dig into you. And that's for a total of, you said, is it half, or you said it's quarter of all damage?
No, it was a quarter because she made the save.
Okay,
Normal
so it's just-
attack, she just takes half.
Just half, right.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
then that's going to be... So 14 damage.
14. That's halved.
Yep, that's the half number. And it's now your turn.
It's now my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's gonna hit it with her great axe now. It's wrong tab. $13,
It's gonna miss.
and then she gets another attack. $18.
It's also gonna miss.
Son of a- Okay.
You take these 2 huge swings after this thing is just kind of gorge you with its tusks. And it's kind of able to just to back up enough to not be affected by anything. Pyron.
Once again, shoot the cannon, shoot the gun. First up is the cannon. That's a 27.
That'll hit.
So it takes 2d8 force. So 12 force.
Okay.
And then shoots the gun. That's awkward. 11 misses. It's not 19 then.
The gun's gonna miss.
Oh yeah.
Is there any penalty because there's a wall of fire in between you guys? Like,
No.
you can't see through the wall of fire.
Oh, like the walls between us?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I can't see through it. I would have disadvantage on my rolls. But
Saragon put it between Yesenia and you guys.
Behind Yesenia.
okay. Yeah, I have disadvantage on rolls then. I can try again.
Yeah. Just re-roll the one you hit. Oh no, you
Okay.
made mine. I mean, because your one was a 3.
No,
so
I
it's not
can't. Yeah. All right, I'll just re-roll one more time. Yep. So 15.
Yeah, that would have missed.
Okay. So both miss them. And cannon moves up 15 feet. It's like, how wide is the wall?
It's 60 feet long,
Okay.
and I put it horizontally, like in front of us. So it's essentially 1 foot thick, 20 foot high, and 60 feet wide.
Okay. So yeah, I'm not gonna get around that for like 3 turns. Okay, cool.
And then
I'm
the
gonna move up 30 feet, and the can moves up 15.
and the boar is going to attempt to kick Yesenia again. That's a 21 to hit.
Yep.
So you're going to take. I'm going to give you the half damage. It's 10 damage from a kick. It kind of turns around and just gives you a good slam to the chest.
Oh, it's on me again.
Hey,
And then it's back to
legendary
Saragon.
Okay.
Legendary action.
I'm gonna drop concentration on the wall of fire, seeing as how what I thought might have happened didn't.
Yeah, charging.
Yep.
Yeah.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word. At 2nd level on Yesenia. And she will recover 2d4 plus 4 health. You want me to roll that, or do you want her to roll those?
It's your spell. You gotta roll.
Yeah, you roll it yourself.
Not you recover 9 HP.
Nice.
And then I will move up my 30 feet.
Okay.
And I will then cast Spirit Guardians.
Sweet.
And I will exclude the party from the damage.
Nice.
So they flit out up to and out to around 15 feet radius around me.
Okay.
And you've moved up 60 feet so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you're right near Yesenia.
I would guess so, yeah.
Okay. The boar is going to tusk Yesenia.
The boar needs to make a wisdom save.
That's cocked die. Wisdom save for what?
Spirit Guardians.
Okay. That was my roll.
Oh,
that was my roll.
I'm
for the
sorry. Yeah,
Tuscan.
it'll be on. I'm sorry. It'll be on your turn.
Yeah. So this is legendary action.
Got it.
It's the 16.
Who are you hitting?
Yesenia.
Yeah.
That'll be another 10 piercing damage. So it's going to sit there and just keep going after you and gore you with its tusk. Probably trying to gash a leg. This thing's monstrous. Sakar.
I'm going to fly at the boar again and land in behind it, I guess, this time. And swing at it twice again.
Okay.
If you're behind it, are you flanking for advantage or?
I guess technically. Looks like I hit it either way because that's a 24 and a 23.
You have that ability?
I mean, it's not. I've remembered. Did you ever do flanking in our other campaign?
Mm-mm.
Okay, then no.
Right.
That's just
Well,
both your rolls.
24 and 23.
Yeah, those both hit. Let's go.
So take
Poke the boar.
E. Also gonna do the other thing that comes with my Zephyr Strike, so to take a D8 of force damage. So I need 2d6. Math.
Math.
Plus 13. It takes 21 damage. So 8 of it's force damage and the rest is slashing.
Okay.
And then I'm going to back up 25 feet and it still cannot opportunity attack me.
Look at you. So this boar is going to whip around and see you. And you're going to once again see the lightning kind of go from its eyes in through its tusks and come to this point and shoot straight at you, Sakar. I need a dex save.
Okay. It's 14.
That is going to fail.
Is the car within 30 feet of me or no?
How close are you to the boar? Well, no, yeah, I'm like 30 feet away from the boar.
Oh, you flew like straight up. Okay, no.
I backed up. I walked back.
Oh, you walked back. Yeah, no, you're.
Yes, I'm
you're way
on the
further.
ground.
Cool.
I'm gonna cast Absorb Elements at the second level as my reaction, and so I'll take half damage, half lightning damage.
So you're still going to take 18 lightning damage. This bolt's just going to hit you into your chest. Maybe sizzle some feathers.
Okay.
It's then going to look back over its shoulder and attempt to kick and then tusk Yesenia again. I'm assuming those will both hit, but I also need to make a wisdom save for you, right? Is this the start of the boar's turn?
You're also muted, but yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they both hit.
Fail the wisdom save.
Okay, so
Is the boar speed halved or just slowed by like a certain amount as well?
it's halved.
Okay, so
Okay.
it's half movement as well.
How long?
While it's in the area.
Well, it's in the area.
In the area of your
Spirit
Yeah.
Guardians.
Spirit Guardians,
Mhm.
and they are how far around you?
15-foot radius.
Okay, 15-foot radius. All right. So we still got 2 hits on Yesenia again. So
I gotta roll damage for the damage that you're gonna take.
Okay, roll damage.
Uh, 14 radiant.
Okay. You see this kind of light shimmer and just kind of hit, almost like a wall hit this boar, and it kind of like as it takes that damage. And then it kind of recenters itself. Hold on, I gotta do some math here. Okay. And then again, it's gonna kick in Tusk Yesenia for... Why is math hard? A total of 26 damage. That's halved.
So much damage.
Mm-hmm.
He hurts.
And that's his turn. And Yesenia, you're up.
Alrighty, let's try this again. $18.
That's a miss.
Uh, 19.
That'll hit.
Yay! From the enlarge, it doesn't affect the weapon damage, it just gives the extra 1d4.
Correct.
Which is, yeah, that's the bonus
Okay.
to your damage.
right.
Okay.
It's a great axe, so it's a D12, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
D12 and 1d4. 13.
Okay.
And that's it. That's her 2 attacks.
Okay. Pyron, it's your turn.
Can I use my bonus action? Once again, fire the lovely Eldritch Cannon. And that is a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
It takes 2d8 force, which is 15 force, and it gets shoved 5 feet. I think it's a large creature though, so I'm not sure, or a huge.
It's
So
a,
let me-
it's a huge creature. Yes.
yeah, let me just double check if Eldritch Cannon specify size or not. On hit, target, creature gets pushed. Yeah, doesn't matter the size. It just gets pushed 5 feet.
All right, so it gets pushed 5 feet back.
And then I use my action to destroy the Eldritch Cannon.
Okay.
And that is my turn. Oh, I move 30 feet up as well, so I'm like, I'm like 10 feet behind Yesenia and the boar.
Okay.
That's it.
Saragon.
Oh, let's see. What do I want to do? I will move over to Yesenia, and I will reach out and I will touch her and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on her. And that's 2d8 plus 4. For 14 20
Nice.
or 18 HP, and then I will bonus action healing word her at first level for 1d4 plus 4.
Typically, you can't.
Oh, can you not?
You can't do 2 leveled spells. You can do a cantrip and a leveled spell per turn.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, cool.
Yeah, if it's a bonus action.
I don't think there's any bonus action cantrips.
Yeah, I don't think so. either.
There aren't. Not to my knowledge.
It's okay though. 18's a lot of healing.
Yeah, it means a ton of healing.
And then I will like stand in front of her, between her and the bull.
Okay. Give me 1 second. And as you do that, this thing's going to attempt to kick you.
Whack.
It's a 21 to hit.
Miss.
Wow.
Yeah. Warforged.
It attempts to kick and it misses. Sakar.
I'm gonna pull out my bow, back up another. See, I actually have 55. I'll back up 40 feet or so and take a shot at him. Bonus action, Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
And then I'll take a shot at him. So that's gonna miss. Extra attack. That'll hit.
That'll hit.
28. Let's take.
Quick question: when the poor got pushed 5 feet, did they get knocked out of your spirit guardians?
No.
I moved up.
Yeah, did they get knocked out and you moved back into it?
Mm-hmm.
Then it would take
He
damage.
did
again?
not move out of his range.
Then out of range. Okay, that's what I was asking.
So it takes 8 plus. That'll be 12 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
And that's my turn.
Thing's going to attempt to kick Saragon again. Excuse me, it was a tusk. Saragon.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's only a 19, so that didn't hit. So as it tusks, it's going to kind of huff and snort, and you're going to hear it kind of let out this squeal.
Is
You're
it
gonna start to
is
hear-
it its turn now?
It is its turn now.
Okay. I gotta
Yes.
roll 3d8.
Wisdom save.
It doesn't make the save a second time, I don't think, does it? Does it repeat
It's
the save?
every turn it makes
Yeah,
a
every
wisdom
turn.
save.
Oh, okay.
Natural 20. That's a save.
6 halves.
Okay, so let's roll damage.
I love spirit guardians.
It's gonna take 7 radiant damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Kind of feels the pulse. Gonna break after you, and at the sound of this squeal, you hear kind of hooves coming up. It then is going to attempt to attack you twice, Saragon. And it's going to move right up on you. It's going to miss twice. Somehow, it's going to miss twice. And that's its turn. Then you're going to
I
see
am tank.
coming up from behind Sakar. A creature closes on you and goes right up on you. And you need to give me a strength save.
That's a save.
That is a save. You're still going to take 7 slashing damage, but you're able to maintain your footing. And then this thing is going to attempt to tusk you. That is a 11. So I'm assuming he misses.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a miss.
Yesenia, it's your turn.
Since Saragon stood in front of her, she'll kind of move to the side and then do her great axe attacks again. That's a miss.
Mm-hmm.
And that should be a 20.
That'll hit. Let's go.
And 4.
That max damage though.
16 plus mod, yay.
22.
Okay. With this big hit, you finally start to see the hide on this thing begin to falter. You cut a big gash into the side of its neck, and it starts bleeding. And it's going to go to tusk you in response. That's a 21 to hit.
Yep.
So you're going to take 13 damage as it just gores you right back.
Okay.
Then Pyron,
Yeah.
you hear footsteps on your right as a beast comes in and slashes you with its tucks, and I need you to give me a strength save.
Oh, lovely. One sec. Does this work on me as well? Yeah, it works on me as well. Okay, cool. So I want to make sure this works on me. All right, and strength save, d20. So that is 11. And then I'm going, yeah, does 11 succeed or no?
It fails.
Cool. I'm going to use my reaction to slash Genius and give myself +4 to it. So I have a 15 now to my save.
Okay. Because of that, you make the save. You take this slashing damage straight to the side for 7 damage, and then this creature's going to double back on you and attempt to tusk you. And that is a 14 to hit.
No.
And it misses. And it's your turn, Pyron.
Aren't you a cute one? And I use my action to pull out Smith's tool, and a cannon forms between Yesenia, Saragon, and myself. And it's a different type of cannon. It kind of just has like it kind of aims up and is more like, almost like a basin shaped. And then as my bonus action, it pulses, and all 3 of us get temporary hit points, which I will roll for right now.
Ooh.
Let me
That's
just
so
double check.
cool.
Let me just check the cannon.
That's
Yeah,
such a
this
cool
is-
cannon.
This is the protector cannon. Let me just see what it does. It is 1d8. So that is going to be... That's pretty coarse. Everyone gets 5 temporary hit points. So add 5 temporary hit points to your thing real quick.
I.
Not you.
Yeah.
You're off doing bird
I'm over
things.
here.
Doing the
Um,
bird thing.
Yep, and that is my turn.
It's Aragon.
I'm gonna look at the boar. I'm gonna point at it. And I'm gonna use the cantrip, Toll the Dead.
Okay.
And it needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Oh. Nope, it doesn't roll twice. Okay. So that is Yeah, it's just a 17.
You should be good.
Okay.
So I think it does nothing.
Yeah. And then, do you have any other actions?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Um, What's your HP at right now, Carrie?
35.
I'm gonna bonus action healing word her again. Actually, how far away is Sakar from us?
Wait, so
Far.
remember,
Like
spells is bonus actions.
It is healing word is a bonus action.
Oh, is it a bonus action? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just can't do 2 leveled spells in the same
Right,
turn.
right, right.
How far away is
I'm 50 feet from the boar.
It's like 50, 55 feet from you.
how much are you missing any HP?
I'm 51 of 76.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast mass healing word at 4th level.
Clerics.
And that would be 2d4 plus 4 for everybody.
I have to make a con save real quick because I got hit. 1 sec.
For the entire party. So
I luckily make that save.
Oh, I need to make one too, don't I?
Yeah, for Zephyr Strike, I had to make it for Enlarge. But I rolled a 10, which was
I
the
have to do
minimum.
it for Hunter's Mark, actually.
Oh.
I dropped Zephyr Strike. It ended. It was only a minute.
Oh, okay.
everybody gets 9 HP back.
9 HP. Too sweet.
The
Back to full.
self? 9 HP, you said?
Yep.
Gracias.
And I believe that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. And the boar, the big boar, is going to go to kick you.
Fuck.
Who?
You, but he misses, so it's okay. You are its bane. It cannot hit you for the life of it. Sakari, your turn. You got a big old boar sitting right next to you.
Are these boars
Yeah.
significantly smaller than the other boar?
Significantly smaller than the other boar. Still
Okay.
large, though.
I'm gonna. Yeah. I'm gonna back away from it and take that opportunity attack. I don't mind.
Okay.
So roll for that, and then
That's a 14.
misses. Good, perfect. So I'm gonna run 25 feet away from it, take flight, and cast. I'm gonna drop Hunter's Mark because it's not gonna be worth it, and cast on the ground under me. Cast Spike Growth.
Is Spike Growth a con spell?
Yeah,
don't
I
have to drop-
concentrate.
Okay. If I was gonna say if it's not a con spell, you don't have to drop
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark.
Yeah,
It is.
concentration.
And so in a 20-foot radius under me, let's see, I'll move 25. I'll fly a little closer to the big boar and drop to where he's inside it technically, and cast Spike Growth. So the ground is difficult terrain, and for every 5 feet
On the
it
big boar or the
moves,
little
it
boar?
takes anything that runs through it.
No, big boar or little boar? You said you dropped it under the boar. Which boar?
Big
Or that
boar.
hit you.
Big
Okay.
boar. Okay.
Yeah. Dropped it on a big boar. So
So dang,
Yeah.
he's got half movement and a difficult terrain, which even lowers it. So he's got half. He's got quarter movement.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, for every 5 feet it moves through that terrain, it takes 2d4 piercing damage.
Nice.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's Boar's turn. You're gonna kind of cast this. Does it take any damage on a turn, or is it just only if it moves?
Has to move.
Okay.
Spirit Guardians for the.
Oh, for the
Okay.
save, yeah, wisdom save for the Spirit Guardians.
Yep. Make a
Yeah.
wisdom save, Avatar.
That is just a 7. So it fails.
Take 6 radiant damage.
Okay.
What a bad roll.
Yeah. Still, consistent damage every turn.
That's right.
Adds up.
And it is going to. It is going to kind of once again, kind of lightning, and point the lightning at Saragon. So you're going to see again the eyes are going to illuminate. Lightning travels through the tusk, and it's going to fire a beam straight into your body, Saragon. I need a dex save.
Does it pass through anyone, or is it just hits
It's
one
just
target?
one target.
Okay, cool. So it's not like lightning bolt.
It is a lightning bolt, but it doesn't chain.
I failed the save.
What'd you roll?
It doesn't matter. I rolled a 9, but it's an 8.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
Yeah.
you're going to take 18 lightning damage. No, excuse me, 36 damage. Apologize. I keep thinking halved from the.
Yeah, if it's Flash of Genius doesn't. I can use it on you, but I think it's higher than the 12 DC, so
It is higher than a 12 DC.
that's what I did.
So yeah, so excuse me, 36 lightning damage right into you.
Cool. Something that gets eaten by temporary at least.
Zzz. And then it's going to turn to Yesenia, who hit it with a big axe, and go for a couple attacks. Those are 2 hits. So that's going to be another total of 26 damage. It's going to tusk you again and then kick you. Then you're going to see the boar that attacks a car kind of run up towards the big boar by 40 feet.
I dropped it. Goes through 10 foot of my spike growth.
Cool.
Yep. And then it also enters Spirit Guardian range. So let's make a wisdom save.
So it takes.
Does it? I don't think it does yet.
Yes.
15-foot radius.
On its if it enters it.
If it's
So
10
you
feet
were
within the
50
spike
you were
growth, that's
50. It was 55 feet away. So from the big boar, the back of the big
So
boar. So if it
Okay.
goes forward 40 feet,
so it's still 20 feet away from the boar. Did it go further than that? Does I say move 40 feet? So it's like 15 feet from the boar, 20 feet from.
correct, 15
so
feet from the
okay.
boar, and it's
Yeah,
gonna
but
be
if the
20
boar
feet.
is 5 feet from me, and it's centered on me, so 15 feet out from me in the direction of the little boar.
It's still not going to be in the little boar yet.
Just outside.
Good.
It went through the
So it said it's
spike
20
growth.
foot from the.
The boar is
Big
huge.
boar?
Keep in mind,
Yeah.
the boar is a huge creature.
So then it actually goes through 20 foot of it because I dropped it where it would just catch the outside of the board.
Yeah.
I didn't want to catch them, so it's going to take a lot of damage.
Okay. What is it?
Let's
What is
see,
the date?
What was it? 2d4 times 4. So 8d4.
These are the mind. We're just trying to guess.
It's a stoopy boar. It's just going to run through.
Nice.
24 damage.
Going to take 24 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. So you see this boar like charge up, and it's just going to, and it hits this terrain, and all of a sudden, it starts struggling as hell through this thing, kind of getting tangled up in these horrible thorns. Yesenia, it's your turn.
Like, technically, wouldn't it move? Its movement would be halved once it got
Mhm.
inside.
Yeah.
So it would only do 10.
So still, we'll say half
So-
that just for simple math. So 12.
Still good.
Didn't get as close as it wanted to.
Those both miss. But she is gonna move back behind our construct friend.
Okay.
I'm beat up pretty bad now.
2 big swings. Missing.
Yeah, so am I.
All right.
Pyron, that door is there. The boar next to you is going to continue its attack and attempt to tusk you.
Okay.
And that is a 16 to hit.
No.
Damn. Bastards with high AC. GG's. Just going to continue to swipe at air. And Pyron, it's your turn.
Is the boar in front of me, the big boar, and the other small boar behind it, are they all within 30 feet from the boar that's right next to me? Like, could they be in like a 30-foot line?
How far away are you?
I'm like within 10 feet of Saragon and Yesenia?
No, because this thing came up from your right side.
Okay, but that one and the big boar are within 30 feet.
I mean,
So I'm
they're
within 10
within
feet,
30
though.
feet, but you also have Saragon and Yesenia between you and them.
It's like a 5-foot line. So it's not going to hit both of them. I can do a line that hits 30 feet lengthwise and go through multiple things. So I could hit this. It sounds like I could hit the boar in front of me if I'm just walk around it and then hit the big boar.
Sure. Yes.
Would I hit anyone else?
I mean,
It's fine.
it's fine. Just do it.
I'll just do it. Okay,
Just do
cool. Just wondering. I can't see it, so I'm going to use. Oh, sorry. See a second level spell slot and do Tasha's Caustic Brew, and it's just a 30-foot line from that boar to the next boar, and they both have to make a DC 15 dex saves.
Okay. Big one does, little one doesn't.
Okay. Little one takes 44 acid. So I'll roll that real quick. So it takes 8 acid damage on the beginning of every one of its turns. It takes 8 more acid or it takes another 4d4 acid die roll. And it has to use an action to wipe it off, or just gonna keep taking it.
Okay.
I kind of flank around again to position between Saragon and the boar.
Okay.
Doesn't move for that. And then the bonus action is going to shoot off a pulse once again. And that's going to be... hey! If you lost any temporary hit points, add 5 more. Dear God, that's rolling so bad. Usually gets a lot more. Alright. But yeah, so Yesenia, myself, and Saragon.
Okay.
That is my turn.
Big boar is going to attempt to kick Saragon, and that is a 24.
That'll hit.
So he's going to kick you for 20 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Big old poof, right to the chest. And it's your turn, Saragon.
Is the board that's right next to me within 15 feet of Saragon then? So when he has to make a save too? Wisdom? So I'm within 10 feet?
Yeah, that one should be making the
You
save then too.
moved.
It
came
when,
in from
when,
the
when he
outside of
originally hit
you.
me,
It
I was
so-
within 10 feet of them. So it'd be 15 feet no matter what. To Saragon.
Okay.
They're
sure.
within range.
All I did was move and then move back. So I stayed within melee range as I moved around to get the line.
Sure. Why not? Fine by me. Roll for damage. Or what was
Oh.
the?
You need to. It needs to make a wisdom save.
It needs to make a
Yep.
wisdom save. Okay.
Yep. And then on its turn, it makes a save for. It makes a takes
Okay.
damage on it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take half damage.
Yep.
6.
Okay.
Nice.
That boar is starting to look a little rough. In fact, all the boars are looking a little rough. And that was the end of... I think we're on Saragon's turn, right?
Yep.
Yes, Saragon, your turn.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide what I want to do. I will. Toll the dead on the big boar.
Okay.
4.
Wisdom save.
$17.
And then I'm gonna mass healing word.
Sweet.
Bonus action. Everybody gets 1d4 plus 4. And that will be 7 HP.
Nice. That's your turn?
Um. Yes.
All right, it's going to attempt to tusk you. Ain't gonna do it. Swing and a miss. Sakar.
I'm gonna take 2 shots at the big boar. And that will miss. It's gonna take. Everything myself this entire time. 20 piercing damage.
Nice. As you cut into this thing, your swords are finally cutting into its hide. You continue to see carved up bloody marks, and Gorthok is bleeding heavily, this boar. And it's its turn. It's gonna look at you
And a wisdom saving throw.
Yeet.
after a wisdom save.
Just like old times.
And it's gonna fail. Give me some radiant damage.
13.
As it takes this damage, you see this boar get blasted with this damage, and you see blood start really just pouring from all of its orifices. And it goes down to like almost a knee. And then looks up at the sky, or wherever Sakar is, and gives him a lightning attack.
Are you within 30 feet now?
Me? No.
God damn it.
I didn't move closer. I shot from a distance. I haven't moved.
Oh, my
Um,
You need
head.
to give me a. You need to give me a. Give me a dex save.
save. It's,
What's the range on that boar's attack? The lightning strike.
20
16.
feet. Sorry, say that again?
16.
You save, so it's 18.
And then I'm going to absorb element, so I'll take half of that as well.
So
Nice.
9. Then this thing is going to attempt 2 attacks at Saragon. There's a 23 is the one.
One misses and one hits.
The one that hits is going to be a tusking for 20 damage.
I'm unconscious.
Oh,
Yeah.
And your spirit guardians are down.
oh no.
Then the little boar that's tangled up behind. So he's how far? What, 10 feet into the?
Yeah, he's 10 feet into it, so he's
And
got
it's
another
20
30 foot to go. 20
you said
foot
it's 20
radius.
20-foot
20 foot
radius.
radius.
It's like
20 foot
fireball.
radius.
It's
40 foot,
massive.
yes.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Okay.
It's like fireball radius.
So this
Such a good
thing is
spell.
gonna attempt to go
Poor little boar.
another. You said it's halved. It's gonna attempt to go another 20 feet through this thing.
And it'll take.
It's such a good spell.
It is a good spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. It helped us on the boat as well.
Mm-hmm.
It'll take, if it's moving 20 foot, it'll take. Jesus, 25 damage.
It looks so bad. It's like gored. Its belly is scarred. It's just everything's just not looking great.
It's still got another 10 feet to go.
Yesenia.
Sorry, I don't have anything to kill you with, Mr. Machine Man.
Oh.
That
You
one
try
is
shooting it with your
good.
gun. Works for me.
Shit, it didn't work.
Fuck! They both miss.
As you whiff,
Oh, wow.
Big Boar is going to kick at you.
Big kick.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Oh, you're okay. I gave you 5 temporary hit points. You're fine.
18 to hit,
Yep.
Yeah. And you're raging.
and your rage, so it's 10. 10 bludgeoning damage.
Did you not
Oh,
give yourself
poof.
the 5 temporary hit points?
I sure did.
There's just not a lot of temporary hit points.
Oops.
Look, usually that can get like 15. So I'm rolling really bad.
Will that healing pulse heal me?
It's not. It's temporary hit points. Doesn't count as a heal.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's
unfortunately, I
pretty
thought of that.
decent,
Then Boar by Pyron.
It takes
He's gonna go after-
44 acid. So 1 sec.
Well, it has to try and shake it off or take it, right?
Let me just reread the spell. If it's beginning of turn, Tasha's Caustic Brew.
This is at the beginning
At
of
the
the turn,
it start,
isn't it?
yeah, at the start of each of its turns, and can use an action to wipe it off after. So
Okay.
it takes
So it takes
44, then it can try wipe it off if it wants to.
Okay. Let's go.
That is nice. 12 acid damage.
Oh, you see the acid just eat into the hide of this boar as it just gets infuriated and goes after Pyron anyway.
Yeah.
It's gonna miss horribly.
Yeah.
Pyron, it's your turn.
I just boop its snoot. Yeah, you stay there. And I run over to the big boar.
You boop its snoot.
I boop its snoot. Screw
I
that
love
thing. Run over to the big boar, and the big boar and the small boar are now within like 15 feet of each other, that easily.
Yes.
Cool. I run up to them, and then I put my hands like this, and a burning hands, a cone of fire emits from it to both of them.
Nice.
So that is. Oh, guys, this is all my special ones. Roll. freaking features. There we go. There it is. Marine hands, and it uses con, so that is going to be. I don't know. Sorry, this is a Genasi one. It's not my normal one. Okay, so they have to make a Dex save of 15.
Okay. Oh, how fitting.
What?
It's a nat 1.
For both of them?
Yeah, I'm just rolling them together. Why not?
Okay.
Same
Okay, so
time.
they both take 3d6 fire. So let me do that real quick. They both take 6 fire damage.
Let's go. You see this cone of flame envelop both of these pigs. And as you do, you hear a death squeal from the giant boar. And as you do, it just collapses onto itself. And as it rolls over, it collapses on top of the small boar, giving it a squeal as it too is on fire, and they just cook together in a fiery death. Seeing this, the other boar behind you attempts to just flee,
Okay.
but gets about 15 feet and
Yeah.
drops dead
Because of acid.
from the acid damage.
The pulse goes off. I'm gonna roll one more time just because I can. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's 8 temporary hit points if anyone wants it, but we're out of combat now, right?
Yep.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna go over to Saragon, shove the gun to his temple, pull the trigger, and cure wounds.
I love it so much.
Great.
That is 1d8 plus 4. Hey, max heal. So that's 12 healing. And
I'll fly over to him and I'll give him some cure wounds as well. Actually, wait, how hard is Yesenia or Trisgella? How do you pull your gun out?
Have 17 hit points.
I will do it to her instead.
I feel great.
Please wait a moment.
And if the party doesn't mind sitting here for about 10 minutes,
Fine, we gotta figure out how we're gonna
I'm
get
gonna-
this board back.
I'm gonna perform a prayer of healing at 3rd level.
Nice.
I will
That's-
hold off on that cure wounds.
Yeah, it does hold off on that. I'm full, but it's whatever.
Prayer of healing. Everybody, after 10 minutes, everybody recovers 3d8 plus 4.
So good. Hey, they're already pre-cooked, so.
So you're gonna get 17 HP back from that.
Sweet.
Almost full.
I'm max HP already.
I had 18. I had taken 18 damage.
Is the acid one salvageable, or is it like melted
Oh,
pretty bad?
it's gone.
We got 2.
It
We saved 2.
disintegrated.
Yeah, we got 2 cooked ones.
Thing is awful.
One just
How are
looks
we
like
gonna get this thing back?
Short
Don't
swords.
you worry about that.
yeah. I kind of figured they.
We're here.
Makes
Don't
sense.
worry.
I figured they were just watching.
How heavy is this?
Sounds about right.
Don't worry
Two.
about it. We've got Phil and everyone. Yeah, they were probably just watching creepily in a bush.
Oh, you bet we were watching.
Yeah.
Pay up, Phil.
All right, keep your money. Keep your money. I owe you one. I don't got it. It's my other pants. All right, everybody, go. And you hear these just like cheers and claps all just erupt from the forest as you basically see everyone in the Heroes Guild is there. They were kind of away in the wings watching just to see how everything was going to play out. And since you guys are in a clearing, you've already got 2 pigs there. You basically see just a couple of people come up and start erecting just a big kind of pyre and spit right there on the top of the hill and start roasting this pig. And little by little, over the next 30 minutes, you see people bringing in food and just making this ginormous picnic of just an enormous feast. And into the night, there is merriment and feasting and drinking. And amidst the merriment, Phil climbs up to the top of the hill. All right. Immortals, here we go. We got 4 new recruits that are now earned the right to be inducted as trainees in the Immortals Guild. Killing this boar ain't no small feat. In fact, I've been eyeballing this bastard for a while. It's a good excuse to get some meats. But they did it. They did it mostly unscathed. I'm impressed. And you should be too. Welcome, your new brother's sister, whatever the hell he is, into the family. Hope you're ready for more great adventures, because damn it, we get the best ones. And once again, cheers erupt into the sky. The smoke rises, the smell of meat permeates all. And that was THEROS number 3.
Okay. I've been waiting.
Shella never asked my question why she didn't pull a gun.
Yep. And so we never found out if Trishelle is actually Senya. Also, I've been waiting 2 campaigns for Pyron. I've still yet to use this. So I'm going to say, for sake of brevity, I've done this during this thing. It's probably easy enough for people to find to drink with for money or to play dice with, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Cool. I win everything.
Beautiful.
It's impossible for me to lose.
Pyron, you have like a fat stack of cash just sitting next to you. You see Polonius, he's like,
Son of a motherfucker, Nytes, you cheating son of a bitch.
Yeah, I am cheating. I have a tankard sobriety that's covered, so it's just a normal tankard. Can't get drunk when I drink out of it. And then the dice, I have a dice that whenever I roll it, I can choose what number goes on it.
it's amazing.
Wow.
But I can let someone else roll it. It's
I
not
don't know how
loaded.
he
It can
does
roll
it.
anything.
I don't know how he does it, but he's cheating. I'm telling you, cheating.
Did the entire boar fight. Barely didn't even get scratched. I'm fine.
I would like you to teach me this game.
We'll do that sometime.
Amazing.
All right.
If you guys are catching this on YouTube, thank you so much for checking out Dungeon Nytes. I hope you enjoyed THEROS number 3. We will no doubt at some point in the future have more adventures with this crew in this world. But until next time, we love your faces. Make sure you like, subscribe, and do all the fun things like hitting notification bells and catch us for more Dungeon Nytes.